widow walks. I can feel the heart of the webwood pulsing with her anger. Her spiders are at the gates. We never thought this day would come. The widow walks. The widow walks.
Is that someone tripping about my web? And I thought my fun was over. Another stirs in Yolvin? But it is only a wretched mortal from that doomed town, no doubt. I'm sure my Cathras brood would love feeding on one as strong as you. The Lost of Yolvin is dead. Your little town is next. Tell them the widow has returned, and she is claiming what was once hers.
By the seas, you sure took the long route to Castle Yolven. Now tell me, have you found their secret? I didn't want to think the stories were true, but I've seen her hand in this since it began. It's only a matter of hours before Kenarok is destroyed. But Cathrus is deep within the webwood. I wouldn't be surprised if the Hollow is where she makes her home. I had hoped for an army to assist Kenarok. You're all I have. Don't know if it's fate or luck, but there's no time. The others and I will take refuge in the inn. We need to help the survivors. We need help!
Garner or Barton? I don't know which one would have led us out of this alive. All I know is I need to close up the windows, check the cellar, and pray the spiders don't find the cracks in the shingling. Stay alert.
What is it? Is something wrong? Ah, my assistant has returned. What do you need of me? Good day. The mortal from Castle Yolven. How vexing is it that you escaped? Your stubbornness is yet another irritation from you mortals. But it is the way of my kind to endure. It is not a quality we share. The bulk of my horde lies within, and I am eager that you might face it. But I am not reliant upon my spiders, nor am I unreasonable. I can see you are brutal in your own form. I offer amnesty in exchange for the lives of Kenarok. Oh, I had believed for a moment that you had... You shall feed my guardian spiders after all. While they draw breath, none shall approach. These walls obey my wishes. These spiders' lives are mine. Your way to me will be barred by root and... and here you are yet again. I must say your hunger is great, unlike the Fae I slaughtered at Castle Yulvin. Now come, let us test ourselves against each other. I do not fear being cut down. I will rise again in time, unlike you.
What is it? Is something wrong?
You've done it. We owe you our lives. and our livelihood. If not, we'd be food for spiders, and the widow would be dancing on our remains. There is not enough gold to show our gratefulness. But this is what we can give. Take it, with our thanks. I'm not much for leading towns, but I can protect it, especially with hope like yours. Thanks again, friend. The spiders have stopped their attacks, and the wood seems a bit brighter. We'll see how long it stays that way. Be well.
Hello, stranger. Oh, thank the gods we've finished with it. I can feel the veil of webwood lifting again. For the longest time, I thought I would put it behind me, try to pick up the pieces, but it can't be escaped. There's some things in this world you can't run from. So I decided to stay here. Farewell. I can't believe I made it out alive. I can't believe! After knowing my family all this time, he killed them! That monster! At least he got his. I've lost the stomach for these woods. Just when you thought the people in town were all you could trust. But Carter is gone. I have to remember that. Farewell.
Yes? I have a moment I can spare for you. Stay safe.
Come for January.
How are you?
Thaddeus, dead of the plague.
There are bandits out there. Despite...
Aye. If you're buying goods in Didenhill, it's Cora Bennick you want.
Those are Brother Fallon's prayer beads, aren't they? They'll want those at the mission, I imagine. St Hadwin's is due north in Glendara Wood. Good folk there, the brothers. There's my poor duck over there, doing better. Never mind the sour look on his face. All right, all right.
Keep quiet. We aren't safe here. It's the ruins of the Theater of Fate. This is where the first Fate Weavers learned how to read the Weave. They left their wisdom behind in the Destiny Stone. I'm hoping that the stone will tell me who you are. The theater can show us the whole tapestry of fate, laid bare. We can do nothing to change it, or prevent its horrors. Well, most of us can't. After all those years of hiding in a bottle, it's good to see some action again. If only one last time. We're almost there. Or at least as far as I can take you. I've seen this. This moment. I'm sorry, my friend. This is as far as I can take you. This way. He was supposed to... Do you have any idea what you've done? What sort of power you're playing with? You absorbed everything he was, everything he would do. You changed the weave of destiny itself. Because of you, there are deeds he won't do. Children of his that won't be born. Victims that won't die when they were supposed to. Yes, I'm aware. But there's still no telling what damage you could do if you aren't careful. You're much more dangerous than I thought. We need to get you to the Theater of Fate right away. The Theater of Fate. I never thought I'd see it. We Fate Weavers never fully understood the power of this place. Seems there's a lot we don't understand. Gods, I should have brought another bottle. No surprise that Niskaru found its way to this place of power. Everything about these ruins is dedicated to this room, and at the center of it all is the Destiny Stone. With it, the Fae taught the Fate Weavers the answers to the deepest mysteries of fate. Put your hands on the stone, and maybe we can find answers to your own mysteries. This temple was built by the Arathi, and it's been here as long as recorded history. But the Destiny Stone was made by the first Fate Weavers. The legends say that they drew on ageless wisdom to build the stone. But with our order so scattered now, it hasn't been used in years. Just put your hand on the Destiny Stone. It'll show me where you fit into the The Destiny Stone came apart at your touch, and all around you the tapestry of fate, unweaving itself. And there at the core was the Codex of Destiny, the wisdom that the Fae used to help the first Fate Weavers understand the nature of the weave. Don't you see what this means? Ah! A small price to pay for the Codex of Destiny. If we can find a way to read that, it might help us understand something about you. But for now, just understand this. You're changing the fate of everyone you meet. That could make you more powerful than anything that's walked this world. As dangerous as an open flame, you could help people or destroy them entirely. When you get involved, there's no grand cosmic plan. Only freedom, and all the dangers that come with it. And that means I owe you, Wait. What's that?
Purge the abomination! In the name of Godflaw!
Oh, this looks like some fun.
Who are you? How do we know you're not working with the Tuatha?
I don't care if you trust me. I'm much more interested in your friend here. You're welcome. I'm beginning to think that these Tuatha don't like you. Now, why do you think that might be? After all, someone who can change the fate of the world. Who wouldn't want you? Enough to know you're something special. Far more interesting than you were before you died. And that's saying quite a bit. Now it's my turn. What are you doing here? Ha! Knowing the future is for fools. Who reads the end of a book before it's time? Save your attention for the present. Like that codex you found? Our scholars thought those were all gone from the world. But you're just full of surprises. Good luck understanding it. That's Fey knowledge. They don't even have a written language. The stone is simply embedded with what they know, unseeable to mortals. Normally, I'd suggest looking in Issa, but the Fey are not fond of unexpected guests. But don't look so sad. There's still hope. When you're ready, meet me at the House of Ballads. Be on your way.
We can't trust her. Never met a Darkelfar who'd give me a straight answer, even with a sword at their throat. But she wasn't wrong about that codex. Just be careful doing anything she suggests. Meanwhile, we can't just ignore the Tuatha that are tracking you. We need to do something about them. She said they came through Didenhill, didn't she? They don't belong in these lands, so they probably left a trail wide as an Eden's backside. Meet me there, and we'll track them down. Maybe we can find out why they're after you. Or at least how they can find you so easily. I've got some final rites to perform before I leave this place. Good luck.
I hope they have fared well.
Can I help you? We'd normally be better stocked, but with the Blood Plague, he handles the sales of weapon and arms. I let him after I gave myself a bad cut once. Come back anytime.
Did you hear? Thaddeus, dead of the plague.
Good day.
How are you?
Ah, the castle. This tells me that your tavern will be a part of Loch Dyden for decades to come?
Last month you told me that the plague would take us all.
I know, but that's not what fate says anymore.
Damn it, Agarth! You're cut off!
Yeah, and I bet I know whose fault that is.
How could a person's fate just change like that? This doesn't make any sense.
It's your fault that I can't pay my tab, you know? I wasn't ever supposed to come back here in the first place. I've spent the last 20 years knowing what fate had in store for me, and then you... Damn it. I thought I had my life figured out. Not for a Fate Weaver, it isn't. But that's just the problem. When I was young, I thought I could overcome anything. Now, I know otherwise. I fought beasts the size of trees, was celebrated by mortals and Fae alike. When I was initiated into the Fate Weavers, I thought it was a reward for my good deeds. The first time I saw my own fate, I realized it was nothing but a curse. My own death, of course. But not a hero's death as I had always dreamed. I was going to die alone and unknown, killed by an Etin and used for stew. It was a terrible end, but I knew it was part of fate's greater plan. Then you came and changed that future. You stole my part in the tapestry. I was at peace with knowing the worst. But what do I do now that there's nothing to know? You're right. My glory days don't have to be over, and as long as I'm around you, I don't know how my story will end. That means I've got to make sure you stay around in one piece. Maybe this old trinket from my youth will help. After all, I don't just owe you my life. I owe you my future. Why, I once tracked the Yeth of Avgrun on a moonless night by smell alone. Fey or not, I could have tracked those Tuatha sober. They've set up in a cavern north of town, complete with some way of scrying your location. That's how they found you so easily. I have a plan, but it'll take the both of us to work. These soldiers were sent out with one purpose. They're using something big to track you. They call it the Eyes of Tirnoch. Smash it, and they won't be following you anymore. The main entrance is heavily guarded and will require a strong attack. The other route is trapped. It'll need a subtler approach. I don't have an answer for that. I can't imagine what about you made Gadflow send his troops across the continent. Good, good. I'll charge in the front and get that attack. That way we'll make sure they can't escape to report back to whoever sent them here. Good luck.
Get that drunk Fate Weaver out of here.
It's odd. The boggarts cleared out not long after you showed up. All right, all right.
Nice.
This is their escape route. It'll have traps, but few guards. You might be able to use their defenses against them, if you're clever. I'll distract the guards at the front and make sure none of them escape. I don't have an answer for... His army is locked in a siege in Cluricon. but small groups sometimes make their way to Erythal. I don't think they've... You know where you stand with a gnome. They're always so focused on their work or research or what have you, that they've got no shame. They try to stay out of fights. Much as we could use their help in the war, just go inside and find those scrying mirrors. Don't worry. Thanks for giving an old man another chance. It's good to know I've got a future again. And even better not to know what it is. Whoever that Aelin Shear is, I don't think she's our enemy. If she wanted us dead, she could have killed us while we were weakened. But she's still trouble. Reminds me of a dark elf who left me half naked and tied to a bar guest once. Now those were the days. The Crystal War, they've been calling it. 10 years ago, the Winter Fae turned violent, and they say it's their sacred duty to cleanse the mortals from their lands. It's been going back and forth for years. Where there's war, there's soldiers nervous about their fate, and that's where I come in. The eyes of Tirnoch are two immense Prismere mirrors. Long as the Tuatha have them trained on you, they'll find you anywhere. Good luck. I'll see you inside.
Enjoy the pain.
You
Over here, you Tuatha bastards! Rash dog. Time to die. We're here. Not until you smash those mirrors. It'll keep them. Good luck.
The undying mortal has grown tired of running, has she? Decided to fight back? Can you tell me the difference between a creature of nature and a child of dust like yourself? We children of nature know our roles. Meek and mighty, prey, and you children of dust do not know your place. You come into our land. You come to face your hunters. And you don't know when to die. You shall learn. In time, all mortals end.
At least the Tuatha won't be able to track you so easily now. But it looks like you've got the personal attention of their king, Gadflow. If you were anyone else, I'd suggest you start running and not stop for a few years. But you might just have a chance. You're a mortal that survived death, and as much as I hate to say it, you'll need to take Aelin Shear up on her offer of help. The Codex of Destiny should hold... For all I know, you already met with her at the House of Ballads. But it sounds like she's the only lead now. The Immortals inscribe... I always thought it was a poetic way of... The Destiny Stone. We should be able to get out...
I was told of ancient days when wise priestess Beala Tyrion to goddess Lyria spoke. The people, remembering all after war, called for Durek's fate. "Slay them, the foul and wretched tribe," said Dokkelfar. "Spare them, the poor and miserable beasts," cried Losenfar. Their minds, depraved and hatred-poisoned, twisted. Alfar struck Alfar over drink, at feast, when all else is merry, when peace reigns in havens. Hateful, I am told, were cousins towards each other. From the cold-blessed Ferial, Beala Tyrion, with a head to seek Lyria's guidance, set forth on a pilgrimage.
Proceed no farther, mortal. You are not one of our kind, and the seat of Sir Sagrel will never be occupied by one so mundane. Hallam the White prepares the contest, and he must not be interrupted at this, our time of greatest need. It is to fill an This is not a mortal concern. If Hallam learns this new breed of mad fae has seized the Court of Winter in its grip, there can only be a summer. He was one of our most beloved knights, a ballad's treasure. I can't bear to think of him dead, now across the sea, a warrior for our savage cousins in the Winter Court. The House of Ballads is home to the Court of Enchantments, where our heroes congregate and train before performing. There are 3 main structures on the grounds. The Court of Enchantments itself features the Wall of Saga, which deep the Hall of Accolades is where the finest fae crafters offer their services. Trainers can be found in the Summer Sanctuary. The storyteller leads us all in the I am known as the Squire. It is my duty to assist the Chancellor of the House of Ballads in all of his many endeavors. Hallam treat only the greatest heroes of the summer may be counted among the court. Their glory unites all fae in a common... I did not fear them in previous seasons. They were our allies, as important to us as the autumn is to spring. But the Tuatha have upset the balance. I will be here.
Listen, all of you. As you've clearly heard, a rare vacancy has occurred in the House of Ballads. There has been an event, a great twist in the narrative of our kind. Sir Sagrel has fallen. Sagrel, slayer of Ozigan, defender of the crown of Haxi, has been defeated. A death in the House of Ballads gives an opportunity, a chance for one hero to join the ranks of the greatest champions in fae-telling. Olain, Creth, Wenson the Bold. Do any of you have the courage to pass the confirmation? If you do, Your adventures will be sung to the heavens, for this does not concern you, mortal. You would not, could not, understand. Sir Sagral's passing leaves his legend in peril. A seat in the House of Ballads, Sir Sagral, slayer of Odzigan. Several days ago he departed to do battle with the grave Thresh. His most famous. In this telling, it was the Thresh that bested Sagral. You are bold, but that is not how tales are told in the House of However, these are strange times. Magic weaves itself in new paths. If you so choose, join the other pledges. You too may attempt to defeat the grave Thresh. Recover. It is a popular tale that Thresh, when the maid departed. The lair of the Thresh is east of this great house, in the hollow of Gorgoeth. In the evenings after dark, you can hear its disturbed slumber. Many in the House of Ballads, for yet, even as we, however, are go now, and make the song your own.
The best, Marshal.
Glynel, I assure you it's an ancient codex, just like in the tales.
Intriguing. And why would such a thing be revealed to a child of dust? What do you want? You are a brave mortal. The Thresh is no...
Good day. How can I help you? You are the mortal I've been hearing about. How dare they say you're meek? Why, to me, you look as fierce as a troll. The songs of the House of Ballads are not simple. There are some who believe our time of gloom. I can help you with any gems or my telling is not one of battle. I will be here waiting.
Greetings. A mortal has never reached for a seat in the House of Ballads.
Explore elsewhere, dustling. You must be Lady Shear's friend. She speaks very highly of you. On occasion read, but let's see this codex. The fabled Codex of Destiny. When the Fate Weavers formed their order, to have such knowledge in your hands is a tremendous gift. But why did it reveal itself to you? Nonsense. Oh, now I can only make out some parts, but this is odd. The Codex. This is simply too much. The High King would never pawn such absurdity off as wisdom. I'm sure you think it is. I fear you must have been taken in by a forgery. A perfectly created one, perhaps, but a forgery nonetheless. But this Codex speaks of impossible things. Changes to fate, death of the immortals, and other heresies. To ascribe these lies to the High King would be... I'm sorry, but I must ask you to take it away. I will have no part in these lies. He is an offense to our people. He upsets the natural order, and his war breaks the cycle. I will speak no more of him. The role of the story to his gaze is not on one ballad, but all of them. Every creature has its... Our fate telling goes... Is there a meaning to it? Only its author. All of us in the Western... We are the blazing summer and the brooding. His wisdom is above us all. Even the lords and ladies of the House of Bab. For you, here we celebrate the very heart. Do not bother me with such foolishness again.
Glynel spends his life cherishing old stories. Tragic. No, I bet my blades that it's real. Lionel may be a very learned scholar, but it's been ages since he had to learn anything new. If this old fool thinks the High King would never have written the Codex, then it's all the more important that the High King see it. It will be difficult. His court is in the city of Issa. Very few mortals are permitted in its gardens. I do know one individual who can grant you permission to enter, but you'll have to meet him alone. Nirelem is a private person, although perhaps person isn't the right word for him. Nor is him. You'll find him in southeast Dalantoth at Caer Nirelem. Just head towards the giant tree and, well, you'll see. You'll have to meet him on your own. I'd accompany you, but Nirelem and I have our disagreements. None of us could have foreseen the rise of Gadflo and his army, but we should have. Good luck with Nirelem, and ignore anything he says about me. Nirelem is sure to be expecting you, and I doubt talking with me will endear you to him. Nirelem is the oldest living mortal. He remembers the time before even the Fae called these lands home. He rarely grants an audience to visitors. His tenders say he knows the future as well as the past. It makes him very particular about what he says. Good luck with Nirelem, and ignore anything he says about me.
Greetings, child of the dust. Welcome to the Summer Sanctuary, where the seeds of knowledge... I see you are a stranger and a mortal. I am green, and I possess the healer's warmth. Do you have need of my services? Have you been injured in your mortal war? For our kind, healing is simply a matter of asking our bodies to mend themselves. For one like you, it's more complicated. I don't know how you lasted this long. Goodbye.
I've got what you need. Let me take a look at you. Ooh, very fair you are. Too fair for the House of Ballads, that is certain. I tend to enjoy the company of mortals. So fleshy. I'm Ilova, instructor in the persuasive arts. That includes seduction, but the ballads sing of her as a winter court witch, and that she wishes to wither the summer. Me, I believe her affections for Wenson are quite real. I've met him, I know. I was brought here by Ferrara himself. Care to be my squire? Intense relationships they are. Very intense. Men come back soon. Always a pleasure to gaze upon your sweet face. Well, how can I make you smile today? Please tell me it's something improper. I can make almost anyone do almost anything. Don't believe me? Ask her until next time. Looking forward.
What do you want? Have you heard that Bloody Bones is about?
Welcome. You've come to the right place, my friend. Yes, you have. This is where all the grandest questing goes on. Right in this bottle. Hey, old Ukabal will teach you everything you need to know about alchemy. Pinch of this, drop of that. Care to learn? I can hardly discern one of you creatures from another. I mean no offense, of course. I simply don't care. Dig for the rumors elsewhere, my friend. I really don't remember how I came to be here. So long as no one tells me to leave, I'll carry on, spinning my own song long after. Yeah.
Welcome, Ageless One. I am Arvia, but I suspect you know that already. The tides of fate have washed me upon your shore, and I am here to do your bidding. Yes, it's true. She exists, skirting the edges of my consciousness, but I am unaware of her intentions. That is more troubling than anything else. Lord Issa had great faith in Wenson, and his instincts have proven true. But all kingdoms fall, and all kings fall with... There is no clear victory for the House of Ballads. I see nothing. Only I am here for you, to guide you in a careful separation of the threads of fate, and to ease you into a more appropriate plane. You act as though we're strangers, but that's not true, is it? In many a dream you've come to me. Even in death you've brushed my consciousness. I am but a tool of the destinies, a mouthpiece for their changing voices, until we meet again.
Brash dustling. You have no role in Fae telling. This story belongs to one of us, not some whelp fresh from the crate. First that strange maiden, now this. What is it you want here in Gorgoath? Alas, Agrils, is it? We were too late to catch the thresh as it fed. If we can destroy the roots before they take hold, we can rouse the beast. Come, the beast and Gorgoath. When it returns to its lair, the thresh slumbers in its lair, a protective shell formed of vines of the hollow. We must weaken the nest, keep new shoots from taking root. Call it, our narrative continues to be spun. She approached each of us who is vying for an empty seat in the House of Ballads, sometimes in the forest, sometimes in the plains. Each time she offered reward beyond our imagining. All she asked in return was that we infiltrate the house as her agent. Needless to say, none accepted. Keep your eyes open. We are almost finished, and I am glad of it. This death your people face, it's enough to drive one mad with fear. Keep your eyes open.
Sir Sagrel was a clever rogue of great and merry cheer. Oh, come and listen to the song of he who had no fear, of he who we hold dear.
ring is... How can this be? Sir Sagrel dead? I do not understand. At the end of this ballad, Sagrel defeats the Grave Thresh. He is victorious. I don't know how, but someone... Listen, I do not like this.
Why, hello.
It is an honor to see you again. I am glad your path is unfolding as I have foreseen it. I am but a tool of the Destinies, a mouthpiece. Lord Issa had great faith in Wenson, and his instincts have proven true. But there is no clear victory for that until we meet again.
Hello? Hallam would not let you drive this.
A child of dust has defeated the grave thresh. What a tale you've claimed for yourself, my friend. You are granted the seat of Sir Sagrel and all privileges hereto, including membership in the Court of Enchantments. Alas, there is no time for celebration. There has been another incident. The king has asked for you. One similar to the plight of Sagrel, I dare say. Another erratic chain of events. The Ballad of Bloody Bones has taken an unexpected turn. The great Sir Ferrara has been sent to face this new challenge. But he will need your assistance. That is how the song is sung. In every telling, Sir Ferrara falls at the hands of Bloody Bones. But he is not left to perish alone in the cold of Uduath. Sir Sagrel, his knight hand, comes to him. Sagrel revives the fallen hero and brings him back to the lights of this summer life. Without Sagrel, without you, this ballad cannot be sung. Sir Ferrara tracks the villain Bloody Bones to his lair and rescues the fair maiden, sacrificing himself in the process. This is Ferrara's most selfless act, to give up his own glory for the good of another. It has always been this way, and must be preserved for all seasons. Excellent. Speak with King Wenson in the oratory. It stands on the crest of Ettenmere, where it once hosted the lords and ladies of the High Court. Take this potion. You will need it to revive Sir Ferrara. Unless mortals have suddenly created a method of resurrection, it's our only option. You will know when the time has come to use it. Now go, find King Wenson. The telling is in your hands now. A poor cursed soul who wanders the forest. In many, but that was long ago. This ballad requires his survival. He is Wenson the Bold. Wenson founded the House of the Court of Enchantments has marched south. Farewell.
But not like the others. You are welcome here. Nirilim says few words. And even fewer words are... Nirilim would not mention you unless there was some pressing matter of fate. You should speak with the wise tree yourself, and learn of what has been chosen by the Summer Court. I serve as one of many. Occasionally I'm privileged enough to hear the wisdom of the great tree itself. Nirilim is wiser than King Tatarian, and older than memory itself. Nirilim's words of wisdom carry much weight with the... We care for the tree, making sure it grows strong and true. But we are more than just... It is an honor to be one of the chosen who meditate in the shade of Nirilim. Go with wisdom.
Nirilim, may your wisdom grow within us all.
Nirilim, may your wisdom...
Nirilim.
Come closer, little curiosity. The curious one seeks a way to the Fae, but it has found its way to the boughs of the World Tree instead. Rest, Quickling, and I may study you. Look around you, and I am all that you can see. My roots spread across Dalantarth. My leaves read the winds from Frostbrine Coast to Alabastra. My family and I circle this world. We were saplings when your kind emerged from the dark, and we will grow with you until this world burns once again. My roots spread wide and deep, and I have heard what brought you here, but I cannot see where you go hence. The time of the Fae is passing. I must shelter them in their twilight, and protect them from the Prismere corruption that spreads in their kin. I know your needs, but the predators circle Issa in her nest, and I cannot allow another to enter. Issa's end has always been certain, buried beneath Prismere blades. I can only hold back the tide. But you, perhaps you can change the currents. Where you tread, you mark all you touch. Before I would help you, I must know. Will you be a kind gardener, or a careless reaper? Yes, but will it be for the better? A tribe of trolls has been corrupted with Prismere. Their matriarch, Nash, has united the clans in the first step on the path of Dalentarth's demise. You can change this fate, but to what? In doing so, you may awaken a more dangerous threat, like your ally, Aelin Shear. She walks a dark and tangled path. But your path is your own now. Then I shall see who you are. If not, who you will be. The last great Fey city. At once the birth of their dream, the throne of their great realm, and the deathbed. In thanks to High King Titarian, my boughs stand vigil over their city in their twilight. Only by my leave may visitors see them in their weakness. I am as world trees have ever been since the dawn of time. I watch. I understand. To creatures of flesh like yourself, Prismere is a powerful tool. To them, it is a curse. Aelin Shear is a mystery and a simplicity. She is focused in a way few quicklings are. I dedicate. Together you have walked dark paths beneath my boughs. You knew one another before your death, or thought you knew each other. The troll matriarch. Prismere has corrupted her, making her cruel, cunning, and far more ambitious than her brethren. She bears the marks of the Tuatha, and she shares their murderous intent. The fates of you are unique among them. Like this, but they will never. Only one Fae has. The troll matriarch and her brood await at Haxi. I can no longer ignore the quicklings like your kind, who rush through the world, ever angry fools, who hack at my roots and burn. And sometimes sages who hang from my branches and learn. Walk your path and watch your ally.
Careful where you tread.
The great tree speaks to you.
The great tree speaks to you. Consider yourself blessed.
Miralim was a sapling long ago.
Niralim speaks with few children of dust. It is a high honor you have been granted. Go with wisdom.
You're welcome in. Anyone who is able serves in the militia. It's the only way.
Plague or thunder.
You're welcome in Diamond Hill.
Kester and Cora. They're the cornerstones that hold this village. Tinder Twig, which is easiest found in Ironhold Passage. In Scarwood Bark, which is found near the ruins in northern Glendara Wood. Now this is good news indeed. Here, have this for your efforts. Tinder Twig, which is easy...